So I'm posting this on YouTube, but I don't know when, and it might come up so late that it might look like I'm just doing filler content. I really don't care. Look, I like to let my audience know how my brain works because I want them to know that at any given time, I might get to the popularity that I think I deserve. I might get to the notice. I might get to the look. You know, one day I'll hit 4 digits and one day I'll hit 5. That's just a goal I set for myself because that's how I work. But throughout that, I feel like on the day that it happens, they might see me be like, oh shit, a 10K raid? That's crazy. Yo, y'all should subscribe because like I'm broke and poor. You know what I mean? Like it might happen. You know, the meds might kick in the wrong way. This might happen. That might happen. And so one of my chatters, effectively like one of my major community members, subscribed at tier 3. And in my head, I was like, that's crazy. Because like in the back of my skull, 2 thoughts popped up. One, oh my God, here it is. Now you've got people thinking your content's worth that. You got to take it at at the value of what it is. You can't think, okay, if one person does it, then 2 should do it, then 4 should do it. Like, if we're going to be doing this, we got to get everybody to subscribe. We got to get mad gift subs in here. We got to keep the numbers going. That means you got to stream every day. And the other wheel in my head was like, wow, Twitch takes 50% of that. That's crazy. And I thought to myself, why is it when good shit happens to you, you immediately think of the negative? And then I thought, and that's what triggered the second thought about Twitch taking half of it, is that half the time I'll be feeling bad about shit because it's working. It's working, which means I need to figure out how to make it applicable to everybody. That's been the biggest issue with all of my art. Besides my photos and like show videos, because that's in a different realm with different types of people who converse about things differently. When it's just me selling myself or marketing myself as this, that, or the other, there is always this needless fucking fear in the back of my head that like nothing can ever be positive unless it's the big win. And whether you call it, you know, confirmation bias or like whatever it is, like self-doubt or whatever, there are genuine factors that play into that, made of nothing but myself. Now, we've heard before the conversation of, well, if Twitch hosts this platform, you know, it gives you the ability to broadcast a pretty decent, you know, like thing that's pretty much, you know, with a great UI and a great system that's easy to use. Yo, we are humans, bro. We set the price for shit. Like, yo, if we want this to be a thing, I mean, damn. Sucks that they're like the quote unquote only game in town specifically for this like type of thing. And it gets me so perturbed that I can't decide like at what point do I stop feeling this? At what point do I get to a point in creation when I am free to just do it? Like everybody says, and this is the main core of why I even thought about this. Because everybody says that you should look at every step forward as an accomplishment. But those accomplishments with it bring responsibilities, let alone a gauge. If that thing that got that chatter to subscribe, that community member to subscribe at tier 3 is the best thing I've ever done, I have to top that to get the next person to do it. Whether I want to know it or not, the most popular things are the things that I have to keep doing. The paradigm shift of all of this is, can I be the first person to grow to that level while maintaining what I want to maintain? Can this story be completed in a way that is both popular and accessible, as well as niche and deep? And every time I get a new layer of cohesion within my community, when I get the numbers, when somebody hit me with the raid, I share this with them as the first thing. These are the type of things that I talk about. I let you know where my brain is at. Because as I get bigger, you should be able to track when I've said, how I felt. Nothing should be a surprise to you. There should be at no time where I sit up there and say, yo, I love all the success I'm getting. I'm loving it. But I feel burdened because I can't take a break, because if I do, I'm going to lose the numbers. I've already primed my audience for that, because no matter what, I keep them aware. Because if they're going to invest their life, and this is what I really want people to hear right now. If you are a live streamer, if your content is happening by the second, I think it is within everyone's best interest to remember that part of your responsibility is that lending of understanding that you cannot do this every fucking day. There are YouTubers right now that could drop a video every 2 weeks and still gain millions of subscribers. It can happen for them because that content can be taken passively. Here, we are all the product. We are selling ourselves here. There is no two ways about it. Whether you are a Tyler 1 and you going crazy, whether you XQC and you can't put down the Adderall, or whether you're a 2-viewer Andy that's trying to talk about politics in Sri Lanka and nobody's listening. No matter what, we are all fighting for the same thing, and that's something that I think we don't pay attention to, which is human interaction. This plan of mine only works if at some point a gravitas of either new or existing users come here. That means that everyone's mental state, we make the joke, make sure you take your meds, make sure you're drinking water, make sure you're eating, taking care of yourself. Don't sit up here and watch me if you're not doing those things. Always a casual reminder. If you need help with a reminder for that or time to do it, I will sit here with the chat and play music for 15 minutes. Everybody that's had issues getting up because of depression and needed an excuse to go take a shower, here it is. No shame. Been there, done that, lived that, been there. It takes 5 minutes to set that precedent like I'm doing right now. And the push and pull of it is how far will I get from that when things start working even more. If GTA RP for me pops off, is that the key? Do I got to do more of that? No, I don't wanna. Because it's not what I'm here for. There's a plan. Trying to sell you in on the plan. And I let y'all know that because it's easier than saying nothing. And I really want you to hone in, if you've watched this far, that one right there. What I just said in these 10 minutes, that one thought that came from, oh, it's getting better, make sure you know that. Oh, it's getting better, make sure you know that. Just that elevation alone and being able to vocalize that is something that a lot of people can't vocalize. Don't take long. And I hope that that was something you needed to hear. Because now that I've said it, you can say it.